went to a school that was K to 12, a Catholic school, St. Peter's in Mansfield, Ohio.
Well, it took me a long time to decide whether or not I wanted to become Catholic.
I needed to find faith that worked for me. I knew that it was very important.
Well, when Amy asked me to be her sponsor, I was terrified.
And it just still holds one of the dearest places in my heart. It was a real home for me, that school. We called it the Lifer Club.
I really enjoyed going to Mass, and I loved the people at Old St. Pat's, but I just had a hard time thinking about signing on the dotted line.
Right. God had really clearly drawn me to be here and to be with my husband and to be with these children. I looked at other religions. I looked at other churches, and I never found the kind of comfort that I found in the Catholic Church.
Yeah, I was, baptized Catholic and grew up going to Catholic elementary school, but the catechism really wasn't there. I didn't really know who Thomas Aquinas was. I'd never heard the word catechism. Even that word was new to me. So, I had a lot to learn.
And I had a friend who was going to go through it as well, so I decided, well, let's go through it together. Going to RCIA doesn't mean that I have to sign on the dotted line right away. I'm just going to kind of go and check it out. And so it's a big commitment. I mean, it goes from like November through Easter. So we met every Tuesday night, every week, and it was really interesting just to get all of my questions answered.
But it was a place, and I write about this, that it was the place where I ate funnel cakes in the summer at the carnival. It was where I learned to play soccer. It was how I learned to pray, and where I fell in love for the first time. So it was a place that encompassed everything. And my faith, because of it, was just part of my daily routine. It was just very easily something that I did. And that, I think, gave me a foundation to lean back on when a lot of questions, young adult questions, started to come.
Right.
So it was a really wonderful place to be.
I didn't think the Catholic Church was perfect. That was a struggle. But the community I felt, the love that I felt, and being able to be with my family at church every week, that was really fantastic. My family was incredibly supportive of the RCIA process.
It was really interesting because every time I had a question about, some concern about, okay, if the answer is this, then I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to become Catholic. But every time I had a question, I just felt like it was answered with such warmth and openness. And I really learned that Catholicism is really a big umbrella. There's like a big umbrella, and it really gave me peace that I was able to, believe what I believed, about maybe certain things, and still be able to be a part of this community and this faith tradition.
I was very unsure of leading someone else down that path, but I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to get catechized myself.
Perfect.
So that was really what inspired us to start writing our letters, was to undertake that journey together. As the catechumen, right, and the sponsor. Right.
The kids had always been to Catholic school, so I could ask them a lot of the questions. I could say, I'm sorry, what does it mean, when you pray the rosary? And they would have the answer. And I loved that. And I loved that they could tell me and that they wanted to tell me and share their faith.
Yeah, just to see how a church can really profoundly affect a person's life. And all the way through this, we're just, there's these moments where we come into the church and come out and talk about our experiences. And I just find it so incredibly fortunate that I joined the church when I did. A year after that, I have the worst tragedy in my life. And if I hadn't done that right then, I don't know where I would have been. I really have no idea what would have happened.